Hey everybody, Lone Wolf Racer here, and welcome back to Insurgents. If you couldn't tell, some things are a little bit different. You might be wondering, where the heck am I? Well, this is my secret base. I've taken a suggestion from one of my friends who watches my videos, and have decided to actually decorate it on my base and change it up a bit. I've gone with the mini front with the frost cavern still, but the mini design. So there's there's a little less room, but it's easier to decorate and make things look good. As you can see, I have my guard scissor right here, two Darkrai statues, and two Darkrai statues blocking the obvious path. Two Lucarias as extra guards, and then my two favorite Dark types, Zoroark and Absol. We've also added the movie learner. I've also added the mover learner, who requires heart skills, which you can get by rock smashing in random caves. And I've also added in the fossil guy over here. So you can see, they're right here. So you can see, I can talk to these guys, and we can finally revive those fossils I got a long time ago. All the way back when we first met Nora. Anyway, let's revive all these. Yes. Revive that one. Claw fossil, revive you. And the armor fossil. There we go. I've also added a luxury doll over here by my friend Safari, which is still fairy type, and still I can only find Jigglypuffs in there for whatever reason. Add a sign. We're gonna add a sign. Now, our goal for this time in Insurgents is pretty simple. We head over here, and we finally can see what is in Anastasia's lab. Let's go in. The hidden workshop. Alright, Tane, your commission is done. I want to be my hands of it. I don't want to be involved with this creepy cult stuff anymore. 1 million Poké Dollars has been wired to your Pokebank account as agreed. That was our end. Now show me the suit I paid for. Very well. The armor has been made to your exact specifications. Increased defensive stats of a Pokemon that wears it. I did a bit of research. The only Pokemon that fits your measurements is, well, Zekrom. Harmony told me that you had Kieran back in Suntouch City. The honest expect me to believe you have a Zekrom too. I really don't care if you believe it. The truth is the truth. Great work. The armor looks sturdy and functional. Incredible. I heard stories of Zekrom, but I never thought I'd see it myself. How is it you caught two legendary Pokemon? Most people never see one in their lifetimes. Master Balls. Lots and lots of Master Balls. I don't try to coax or convince them to join us. Have you seen how other cults operate? They just ask them to join, and it's no wonder they never succeed. Common sense, come on. A strong Pokeball is much more effective than messing around. Anyways, it seems to fit fine. Do you have the other armors we commissioned? Yes, Hey, Anastasia! Uh-oh. Orion? Wolf? What on earth are you two doing here? How did you get in? I just walked through the door. It wasn't guarded or anything. Oh. Why are you here, though? Shouldn't you be managing your gym? I came because my friend told me there was Your friend? You mean Reshiram, right? You again? Stay away from my pal. I don't know what you want, but never put your hands on them. It's really adorable how brave kids are. I appreciate you coming, though. This saves me the trouble of fighting Reshiram myself. Behold, child, the Titan of the Unova region, Zekrom, the Dragon of Ideals. Now bound in protective armor, it's stronger and tougher than ever before. It's a perfect fusion of both Pokemon and machine. Zekrom joined you. Why would it choose to join forces with something like you? I didn't. I caught it. It's very easy to get a Pokemon to obey you once you tamed it. You're a monster. And why don't you try and stop me? How about it? Double or nothing battle between the two of us. A duel between dragons. Winner takes all. Unless, of course, you don't care what happens to Zekrom. I do care, but you have a suit of armor. That isn't fair at all. I guess not. What a disappointment. I'll be on my way. No. I'll do it. Reshiram, come on out. I don't know what on earth your problem is, but I'll be gosh darned if you're going to walk all over me too. Did you really just say that? Very well. Zekrom, crush this worm. Reshiram, attack! We're not doing any damage at all. Zekrom, this is getting boring. Finish it. Reshiram, no! Are you alright? To the victor goes the spoils. Looks like an armored legendary Pokemon is able to take out an armorless one. It's pretty indicative of the power of these armors, if you ask me. Want to test that theory, Wolf? Do you think you can beat the perfect combination of science and myth? Bring it on. I want payback for what happened in Helios City. Yeah, I should have warned you to save, but you probably should have figured something was going to happen if you saw Tane there in the first place. Perfection Cultist Tane would like to battle. He's got a level 56 Grumpig on his team to start off with. As you can see, I chose to lead with Rose right here for a couple of reasons. He goes for the taunt. We're gonna go for Double Pulse and easily take out his first Pokemon. So yeah, as you can see, Anastasia had a good reason to keep that lab blocked. She was assisting in the Perfection Cultist with their stuff. Also, if you're curious as to why this Luxray is burned, well, this thing has guts, so you may want to watch out for this thing. I'm gonna go for a Moonblast here as it goes for a Wild Charge. Also, as you can see, I did a bit of grinding. I grinded everyone on the team is up to level 60, and by the way, funny for anybody who cared, that little Riolu that was been sitting in the back of my party for all this time, it finally evolved into a Lucario off screen when I was messing around with grinding. So now I have a Lucario on my team, which soon will actually be replaced at long last. We're finally getting close to the area where I can catch the final member of our team. Anyway, next Pokemon is a Pyroar. So, Pyroar, I'm gonna switch into Dragonfly here. I'm switching to Dragonfly because Pyroar, while I could stay in, I would need to heal. And if you can tell, I've been trying to avoid doing that because it's a little cheap. Because most AI don't do that. Anyway, 2 Ancient Roar should do it. If it goes for a Hyper Voice. Pyroar though, man. This thing looks kinda cool, but God, it's horrible. Check it out. This Kiram is on his team. Level 58. Again, now, with his Kiram out on the field, I'm switching out because Dragonfly, even if I Mega Evolve, Dragonfly is not the thing I want to be fighting a Kiram with, especially when it's got an Ice Beam up its sleeve. And I'm gonna get. It has Substitute as well, so this thing's gonna be even more. It's gonna be more of a pain in the ass to kill. Goes for another Ice Beam, Bulbapedia, you can eat that up. As you can if you also notice, I didn't Mega Evolve immediately. I'm not, personally, I'm not entirely sure which Pokemon I'm gonna use for Megaing, so I'm keeping my options open. And I guess in this case, I'll drop a Hyper Potion. Normally, actually, I'll put one on Roserade, actually. I could heal Bulbapedia. Oh! He withdrew, and it was Charizard. Well then. In that case, I'm gonna go for the Psycho Boost because his Charizard can Mega Evolve into Charizard X. And I didn't outspeed, so that sucks. In that case, since he brought this thing out now, I'm gonna bring Dragonfly back in. I'm not gonna Mega Evolve because it'll make me neutral to fire. As for now, I think, I'm gonna go for a Stat Dracon voice. Come on! Got it! Outsped and took it out. Next up is Kirim again. I'm just gonna go for it and go for the... We outsped. Nice. So I guess I could have technically stayed in the first time, but I wasn't sure. Down goes this Kirim. I will 61 for Dragonfly now. And check it out. It's Zekrom. You can see a new symbol there that shows it's armored. And you can see that the Zekrom is armored as well with his new sprite. This thing can hurt. I'm not gonna Mega Evolve because I don't feel like taking a hit from a bolt, because I still want to be able to not take a hit from bolt. I still want to be able to not be hit by Bolt Strike, so I'm gonna go for an Earthquake. Its defenses are gonna be boosted from having the armor. It goes for a Draco Meteor, which is obviously gonna kill us. Ouch. On the bright side, though, his special attack is now down, which will make things easier. I'm gonna bring out Roserade. Gonna go for a Moonblast, which finishes it off. Down goes the Kirim. Level 61 for Roserade as well. We defeated Perfection Cultist Tame. Camera still seems to have a few glitches left to fix. It shows potential, but it's not complete yet. Orion, is it? You want Reshiram back? Visit the Dragon Ruins near Selene City. That's where I'll be. Humanity and Pokemon are two sides of the same coin. Each side can do unique things that the other couldn't hope to try. If you combine the talents of both people and Pokemon, perfection could finally be achieved. Okay, I'm sorry, but what? What a nutcase, that's the craziest thing I've heard in my life. Selene City. Anastasia, isn't the ruins near Selene City the one that's totally off limits? Orion, you're not seriously considering... I have to, Anastasia. I need to do it for Reshiram. It was my friend before I even knew it was a Pokemon. It supported me even when the entire city was against me. You're dead wrong if you think I'll abandon it now. Now today was eventful. Listen, Wolf, don't judge me about the armor thing. I didn't know he was a cultist until today. I'd never even seen him before. And hey, if it helps any, I have a few prototype armor suits. They're not perfect, but they'll get the job done. Just let me know if you're interested. We will definitely have to check that out. Also, as you can see, there are some interesting items in here. A defunct stove, a steel fridge. Over here, a spinning washing machine, a lawnmower, and a whirling fan. If you had to run on this entire time for some reason, or if you still want to potentially use run on but couldn't find where to change its forms, this is where you can do it now. It's of course a long time since we had access to it, but you can now get one. Or get one of fast. You need to verify hand my works inside. Let me teach you a few things I've learned. What can I teach you? This guy can teach you a bunch of different moves. Iron Head, Magnet Rise, Iron Defense, Meteor Mash, Zap Cannon, Electro Ball, and Shift Gear. I don't really have any reason to teach any of these moves. Let me see, Meteor Mash? No one can learn it. What? Iron Head? Frankie can learn it. What else? Shift Gear. Nobody. So Iron Head's really the only thing I can learn right now. That aside, Anastasia did say to talk to her if we want to try out her prototype armors. Hey Wolf, how can I help you? What does armor actually do? Well, armor does what you'd expect armor to do. Increases your defense a tiny bit and makes you more resilient to attacks. Shop. Which one do you want? If we go to buy, check it out. Tyranitar armor, Vivani armor, and Flygon armor. Flygon is a lot more Flygon's useful in more ways than one in this game, and this is why I wanted one on my team so badly. Not only can you could get a Mega Evolution, you could also give it armor. I'm going to absolutely buy the Flygon armor. If you're curious, you cannot equip armor and a Mega Stone at the same time. But as you can see, Flygon's sprite has changed. And check it out. It now has the armor on. So you can only do one or the other in terms of armor or Mega Stone on a specific Pokemon. But if you couldn't tell, the armor, but even finding that Zekrom there, the armor definitely does help. But that aside, now with that event done, we now know where we need to go next. We can now finally head back out to Route 11. And we finally can use Dive over here and actually progress further up this side of the map. Through the underwater area here. And through the underwater area, over here. It's filtering down from above. We'd like to use Dive. Yes. Check it out. We come out over here. For context, we are a little bit northwest of where we just were. We have this guy over here. A couple of trainers over here, which I'm going to avoid them for now. Actually, you know what? For some fun, let's try out Flygon. I EV and IV train all my Pokemon to make them as strong as they can be. Well, let's see if that training comes in handy against an armored Pokemon, Bob. Super Nerd Hans. Oh, you are going to get wrecked, buddy. Also, one last thing is that the armor does not increase any of the attacking stats or anything else, only defenses. So you can see we took a crit there and we only lost half our health. Going against taking out this Grumpig, and boom. Oh. Side shock that hurt a bit, but our armor definitely helped out here. Venomoth. Ah, darn it, outsped. Well, that sucks. Well, that's unfortunate. I was hoping I would outspeed him. Oh well. Psychic. Let's go for a psychic and take this thing out. And down it goes. But there we go. We get to show off armor now. Let's see. Gonna revive Dragonfly because I really want to use him now that we've got this armor equipped. I think there's a hidden grotto over here, but I can't be certain. We'll fight this veteran guy. But honestly, it's important to keep checking around for any hidden grottos and stuff like that, because you never know what you might find. Insight, let's see, Viper, let's go for an Earthquake. And down it goes. See, looking around, I feel like there's a hidden grotto around here, but I don't see one. Oh well. Could've sworn there was one around here, but I guess I was wrong. That aside, as you can see, we have an entrance here, and we have made it to Nazca Town. So, heading here, it's time. We'll quickly heal up, and coming over here, we can check the map. Nazca Town is right here, and if you look at the name, you can also see Safari Zone is on the list. If you're curious, Celine City is all the way up here, and the Dragon Ruins a little bit further. Now, I'm going to bring up something important here. When I first played the game, the game was not yet finished, and the Dragon Ruins the Dragon Ruins where Tane is the last event you can do. Was the last event I could have done in the beta version before the game was complete. So this was the Dragon Ruins is as far as I've gone in the actual game. Everything past the Dragon Ruins on Route 13 into Ornus Town, and all this stuff over here I've yet to do. But it'll be nice to see me go. But it'll be probably fun for you guys to see me go in blind into areas that I've never been before. That aside, it's time to explore Nazca Town. We have no friend safari robbers here either. This is the real deal. We had something happen here when we went through this area. On one hand, I'm glad we have the Augur to protect us, but on the other hand, well, he's so good at his job we don't need police force. I've been laid off, which really sucks. Interesting. Over here, we have a small cave. And there's stuff like rampardos in here. Run away. We'll run from this. And over here in this little cave is where we need to go next, Merc Forest. However, that is not what we're going to be doing today. I just wanted to point out that if you want to progress further, if you want to keep making progress towards Celine City and you don't care about the Safari Zone or anything else in this town, you can head into Merc Forest and progress north towards Celine City if you want. But heading over here, as you can see, we had a flash. Again, note that it's on your screen messing with you. Something is happening. Are you alright? Don't panic, I'm here to talk. You become something of a legend. Back in the cold of Darkrai. Professor Lee has placed a huge bounty on your head. Now everyone's trying to find you. I'm not interested in that at all. Remember when you escaped the base and Darkrai was summoned? I was the cultist that stood within the circle. Turns out Darkrai doesn't want ritual sacrifices and evil done in its name. Most legendaries don't, in fact. I wouldn't be surprised if Rayquaza rescued East somehow. Persephone and Darkray's goals are completely different. She doesn't want world domination or control, she just wants revenge. You need to stop her from getting it. Soon she'll find a way to control it. If you let her, another legendary will be enslaved. Not only that, that green hair girl, that you and that green girl have your own reasons for saving it. It may be the secret to curing Audrey's son. I do apologize for taking your time, but believe it or not, you and Darkrai might share a common goal. Have a nice day. I think, with that, we are not ending this episode off here. Psych. Even though I could have, I'm not going to because we still have this time to explore. But that is very, very interesting what was just told to us. Also, if you can see, we have stuff here. If you play Generation 4, you know what those things are. Like in this guy, just to score roots, like for scoring roots when I look for Pokemon, but I don't really do that anymore. I find all I need in the Safari Zone now. That does make all these extra repels a bit useless though. Why don't you take them instead? We obtained some max repels. We obtained a max repel and super repels. And this house, you? Welcome to little Nazca town. There isn't much to do here if you're not into farmland. If there are interesting things to do, I recommend checking out Kevlar or Ampharite City. Over here, you'll notice Healy City was built over a military bunker back in the Kanto-Tauren War. That base eventually became reconfigured and became the black market. Tauren, you don't have anything interesting to say. However, coming over here, look at the Safari Zone for 500 Pokédollars. You explore the wilderness of Tauren. What do you say? Yes, I'll be 500 please. We only use special kind of Pokeball here. Receive 30 Safari Balls from the attendant. We'll call you on the BA when you run out of time or Safari Balls. You can throw rocks at Pokemon to lower their health. Well, I wish you the best. So, Safari Zone. We are actually going to do this and explore this area. As you can see, there are really interesting Pokemon here as we find a Weavile first try. Weavile's not the Pokemon I'm actually looking to catch, but I really like Weavile. I'm gonna throw a few balls, come on. Watch it carefully. I'm gonna throw baits, ball, and it fled, darn. This area though is interesting because of all the wild Pokemon you can find here. As you can see, Electros is here. And it fled. Exploring around, this area is actually pretty big. As you can see, there's an area right here. There's a sandy area over here, which we can explore. Going into this colored sand, you can find Pokemon like Flygon here, which we already have. Over here, as you can see, we've got grass now. Wait, there's grass in this area as well. This area is actually pretty big. Let's see. Dugtrio, Crocodile, what else is over here? Another Flygon. If you couldn't tell, this area is pretty if you can tell, there's a whole lot of variety of Pokemon. And that's not even the only area. Heading up here to the north, we have some water. We have water areas over here. We have water areas so you can fish or surf. You can surf and fish. You see, there's waterfalls over here, but we cannot do anything about these waterfalls for now, as we have no method to climb up them. Swimming around the water. You can find stuff like Almastar over here. And yes, I am going to just throw a random ball at whatever we run into and see what happens. This Safari used to be completely flooded. Back then, tunnels were dug underground so you could get to many different places. There used to be one near here that took you to far off land. I'd love to explore that. That tunnel actually is up there, which we can't get to. Coming over here, we have this guy. Are you going to Chancellor Diana in Celine City? If you are, look for a dark type Pokemon around here. For teams typing, it'll definitely help you out. We do have a dark type already, so we don't need to worry. Ding dong, your Safari game is over. Yeah, you only have just like in the normal games, you only have a set amount of time to explore the Safari Zone. I don't need to go there again, so there isn't anything I need to do there for now, so I won't go back there for now. I often heard rumbling noises coming from the Safari Zone. I wouldn't be surprised if electronic Pokemon was found there. There's no other possible explanation. The Pokemon researcher who specialize in moves. I've been saying the elemental hyper beam techniques. Would you like me to teach one? They're very useful. We can get Frenzy Plant, Blast Burn, and Hydro Cannon here. So if you are playing on Purity mode, you can teach it to your starter, or just catch anything that can learn those moves. Check out the Safari Zone or use the farms. Our town may be small, but it's prosperous. So I assume we're going, and I couldn't have asked for a better kid, but she has so little confidence in herself. She wants to be a trainer, but doesn't believe she can. Are you a trainer? My mom says one day I'll be just like you. Do you think I could? Be a trainer? It's always been a dream of mine. Never mind, that was a silly thought. Poor girl. Let's see. This house we have, check it out. Charmander, Squirtle, and a Bulbasaur. Hey, listen, do you think you could do me a favor? I lost an item of mine in the Safari Zone near one of the rocks. If you can find for me, I'd be honoring and rewarding to give you a reward in return. If you couldn't tell, this is another side quest. This guy will give you, I think, can give you one of the starters, one if not all three of the starters that he has in his house, for doing that. Am I going to do that side quest? At the moment, not right now. However, surfing over here, there's one other thing we can do. We can talk to this guy. My dolphin helps me guard the plants from pesky Pokemon. Omega and Bulby always trying to munch on our hard work. There's a hyper potion over here. If you wanted to pick that up. Over here on the left side, we are in Nasket and grow food and crops all over the region, which we are farmland, and the Safari Zone. Our town makes a fair amount per year. You can see there's a whole bunch of stuff over here. There's like a milk tank. Can I help you? This person will also sell you Moo Moo Milks, which at this point in the game is kind of useless, but if for some reason you wanted to get it because of nostalgia, you can. That aside from the Safari Zone quest, which I will do probably off screen, there isn't much we can do right now. As you can see, there is a tunnel. There's a path and a cave over there, but we cannot do anything. We don't know how. But at the moment, we don't know how to get over there. But in the next time on Pokemon Insurgence, we will head into this cave. We'll head through this cave and head into Merc Forest to continue heading towards Celine City. And we'll see you guys next time. Bye.